sometime, I'm not sure, depending on the town. But the state was in here last 10 days, I guess, something about this road.
Hmm.
And I don't know if they're surveying a road or something.
I would think after not keeping the road up for a number of years that the property would revert to the landowner like as a easement. I forget the legal term from business law, but something about they don't keep it up and it's not used by the public, that after a certain amount of time that property would revert to the person that owns the property on both sides, that more or less has held it out as his own or kept it up and so forth.
Well,
so I don't know if anyone owns property across the brook other than Penner and Aunt Teresa that wants to put anything in, but I would hate to see a public road come back into play through here.
Well, I'm not sure what the state had in mind.
Uh-huh. Now here's the old back porch. I'll sit down on this one.
Gotta get my
You want to do a quick thing of the
cooler.
Garden back here from up top?
Yeah. This bench needs to be replaced, falling over. Flowers, gladiolas, lettuce, tomatoes in blossom.
Yeah, I saw a small green tomato on one of your plants this morning.
Down here?
Yeah.
That's the early girl, so that's the ones that will be in there first, I guess. Oh yeah, right here.
Yep.
Yeah. That's an early girl, so they're supposed to be early. Down there with the steak. Bell venomous here. Peppers. Tomatoes. Got onions here. Lettuce. Some herbs. Carrots. Gladiolas. Cabbages, lettuce, and cucumbers. Turnips down there, and some beets. That's the works here. Compost pile.
Okay.
Yeah, I better put the soda into my ice chest.
Well, then we'll take a break and we'll finish up in a little while.
Okay. Let me see, I got a couple things in there.
You gonna finish that tour any time soon, Dad? Well, first I thought I'd get Steve. First I'm gonna get Stevie bringing the girls up here on this tractor pull he's got. If I can find them. Oh, they're going out in the other pasture field now. No, they're not. But they're having fun. Right down the front yard. Yeah, they are.
Okay, we're heading around the corner of the house, south side.
How old is this house, Dad? About?
The town estimates it was built in 1820. I believe that was a figure they had.
Still doing your tour?
Doing my tour now again.
Oh, okay.
Picked up.
Boy, you must be telling the whole history.
Yeah.
That hurt. Never sit down on the tractor chair.
Way towards the spring. Spring on the side of the house. We had two boards in a V-shaped trough set up for the spring, and the water ran through the V boards. Get a glass and get yourself a cold drink of water.
Yep, I remember that.
Okay, it was down here. Since then we planted some blueberry bushes ahead of us. These first three trees they were here when we came in. They were called Wolf River apples, which are real tremendous size, very dry, but Steve trimmed the trees up last fall and winter, and they may come back and have some good ones this year.
These-
They
so
haven't
these-
been doing too well.
So these three trees were here when you moved
Three
here?
were here, and I think there was one. Well, let's see. No, there wasn't. I planted one up there. These were here, the three,
Right.
and this one, second tree up here towards the car, Golden Delicious was here,
Right.
and crab apple tree where we're going to have the picnic. The old tree, which is falling apart,
Right.
was here. The other portion apparently grew out of the roots of the old crab apple, and we just let it grow, and now it creates a shade. These two spruce trees were brought from Maine by Teresa, Sister Teresa,
Right.
and they planted them. Folks planted them. They've gotten to that size. And Stevie Hearn, he repaired that chimney a few years ago. Took the old brick out and replaced it with new brick. And
Looks good.
the roofing has been painted last year and the year before, rather. And the lilac bush at the corner of the house to the left is the original one, and that apple tree next to it was also here.
Mm-hmm.
Now we're heading to the spring. Grass needs to be cut. I guess Billy will cut it. Some of this brush I hope to take out. And some blueberry bushes around the fields. This is not blueberry. I don't know what it is. Looks like a blueberry, but it's something else. And this is a blueberry bush that was transplanted here and growing very vigorous. It's thinning out. Three more blueberry bushes.
The berries are just starting up, huh?
There's berries on them.
Yeah, they got a ways to go, huh?
Got a ways yet. Need some trimming around and they have to be thinned out, the brush cut out. There's another blueberry bush, and here's another one with the small. And there may be some wild ones in there, but you can't see because of the brush. This is the overflow from the spring. We had our trough there to catch water and drink. Now we have that pump in there for sending the water to the house through the pipeline. This is the cover to the spring.
You don't have to. Well, if you want to. Okay.
You want to look in there?
Sure.
Still coming in, little, and it's quite a bit of water. You can look right down in there if you might be able to find to the left under the rock. You have the end of the pipeline through which the house is received the water
Mm-hmm.
by the pump in the cellar.
See that?
Okay.
Okay. Spin around here. Yeah, I used to always have the grass cut down to the spring here.
Yeah. Well, this year we had, the rest of the grass was so high, we should have do this with a mower, but I'm going to have to use that other thing.
Yeah.
I just haven't had the chance to get in. This brush behind you is getting out of hand, has to be,
Yeah.
trimmed down,
That's got to go.
put open. May use that grass trimmer with a saw blade on it to trim out the bigger brushwood. That's supposed to cut out anything up to 3 inches in size easily.
Most of the stuff's small.
Okay, out here, you're looking towards the house.
Go ahead.
From the
If you want to
spring.
walk up.
Roadway is about 100 feet from the spring.
Maybe we should walk.
Walk
We can walk out on the knoll maybe, and then down to the brook.
down here.
Walk
Yeah.
out down to the
Yeah.
knoll,
Yeah,
then maybe over to the brook,
good enough.
and then we'll call it.
See what the brook looks like. See if any beaver are in there.
I was down there the other day. It didn't look like it. Not at the bridge, at least.
So far
It's
we
all
got-
swampy though above it.
is it?
Well, it's, like it always is.
Let's get above here because it's probably there's like an overflow.
Yeah, there's another little spring down in here somewhere that comes up
Turn.
occasionally.
Is this a deer pathway? Or
There was something like that down by the spring this morning when I walked down, or yesterday when I walked down,
something? Yeah.
whenever it was.
Well, we've seen turkeys twice up here to our left, beyond the apple tree, this side of the pines.
Uh-huh.
A turkey was there. And then another time a turkey was over by the big garden in the hollow, came up about 4 fence posts from the shanty. And Helen and the kids were going home, and they were going past the shanty, and I was behind the house here, and I said, Helen, there's a turkey over there. So she looked, she didn't see it, so she and Sarah walked down to the post that I named. They stood there, nothing happened. No turkey, no nothing. I hadn't seen anything fly out, so they stood 3 or 4 minutes before turkey come out of the grass and flew right past over their heads and down towards the brook.
Now, turkey are making a comeback in the area, huh?
Must be. Well, it must have been the same one. It could have been the same one, I'm not sure. You can't tell if there's only one.
Now, what was this field originally used for?
This field was hayfield.
Hayfield all the time.
Hayfield over where the pines are to the left. Hayfield all the way to the stone wall.
So way past where the pines are now.
Way past. And
So that's a pretty
down-
big field.
Well, you see the pines down below there?
Yeah.
The brook area? That was grass. It was mowed right to the edge of the brook.
Really?
Yeah, and then going to the left, went way up to there to where the stone wall met the brook on the left there.
So that's way up through the trees now.
And you can see the cow pasture way up where the other brook comes out of the mountains up there towards Cook Hill.
Can't see it now.
Can't see it, and it's a long ways from it here now.
They never grew any corn, potatoes, or anything out in this little flat area?
Well, they grew down where the water runs, where you made that pond.
Yeah.
To the left,
We'll get down there.
they grew some potatoes and stuff, garden there, I guess a year or two.
Not much.
It grew pretty good there. It was moist. This here would probably make a good garden. Right in here, it's moist. moist and you get the good sunshine coming in. Being close to the house. It's a birdie. Now we get walk to the top where the septic system drain field is now. In this area, apparently because of the green grass. Heading for the west of the brook. Few falls of hay for compost.
Now over in that knoll you had strawberries and a small, a garden, not that small, but a garden at one time.
Yeah, a garden. Up where you see the brush and a few logs, that was a fence post around a garden.
That's the top edge of the garden right there.
Yeah, the garden was a little beyond that. The lower edge is probably
Down in
20
there.
feet. Steve had a little garden below it on this end one year.
Uh-huh.
And up there I had strawberries and some garden.
Right in there.
Had good berries there. But then the deer start coming in.
Okay.
And old butternut trees. There's the old time nut tree around Vermont here, around a stone wall. Squirrels, I guess, left the nuts around the walls. They do butternut trees. Billy cut quite a bit of this section here.
With that hand mower?
Yeah. Steve cut some. He didn't go into the wet part. This is the stuff that Billy left. That would eventually rot and help the soil. Like compost. Grass is much greener than it was earlier.
I'll let you get ahead of me a little bit.
Hayfield ran way past these pines on the left and the brush. There's no brush there, except way up at the brook. The cow pasture. I put the cow pasture there.
You want to walk down to the first stone wall to give
Down there?
us an idea how big this pasture was, this hayfield was?
Do that. You have to go over here.
Go across that little stone bridge.
Yeah.
You think it's wet down there in that one area at all?
I doubt it. Can't be that way. This is filled in with trees and brush, where previously, years ago, you could mow in there.
Uh-huh.
And this was a stone bridge. Drainage from the spring that we just visited.
Mm-hmm.
It runs into the brook. The water? Yeah, there's water.
Oh, yeah?
Needs to be ditched out. We had a good ditch in here.
I don't know if we'll be able to see that.
You have to see it through the crack.
It's too dark down there. So some water flow, huh?
Towards the spring from this end.
We're standing on this stone bridge and the spring was up just above all that brush there, just below and to the right of that apple tree. It's where it comes out of the ground. Right up in that section. Just below that Christmas type tree right there. Okay.
Good spot spot where the deer come out. Paul and the brook, they come out on the field,
Right through here.
walk the knoll, and go up towards the pines. Last week we saw a doe and a fawn running right across this knoll, over the top. I went in to get my glasses, get a closer look, and they were gone. And then the next night, there was another deer came this way, came in and went into the pine trees and towards wherever they travel in there. Looking at Fisher Hill, Cook Hill, State Forest, John Doran State Forest. There was one little swampy area by the brook where they say you couldn't cut. People lost their equipment years ago. It was like quicksand in there. So they had to avoid that when they mowed
Uh-huh.
the fields here. I don't know how true that story was, but that's what we heard. Small area in there was not mowed further in because of roughness and wetness, I guess. So this little spot was avoided. The rest of this was cut for hay. Like these one in here with his road with his bush hog. Like this goes over. Big blueberry bush. Boy, this is doing good. Berries on it too.
Got berries on that?
Yeah, some of the berry bushes from here I moved up there, you know, because there was a bunch of them in here. Yeah, there's a lot of green berries on this one.
Yeah.
Just come down here and cut the brush away.
That's a big bush.
Well, Steve went around them and saved it. It's drier than I thought it was. This was wet in here. Huh, the water must be going underground. This here was mowed for hay. Wouldn't know it today.
When did they stop mowing this for hay about?
Oh, I don't know. Probably in the 50s. This one any good? Looks like it might be.
Flip it over to the other side, Dad. Looks good, doesn't it?
Probably is, but I'm not going to take it. It's only one, there's a lot of it. I got to go to my book. Philip gave me a mushroom book a couple of years ago. I brought it up with me. It's here at the farm.
I guess it'll take a long time to get this back to a hay field, huh?
I guess it will.
All these tree stumps and stuff.
5 years to sell some of this pine and get it cut out.
It's probably not big enough yet, is it?
Some of it might be, I don't know. Last time I had a guy in here, he didn't give too much value to it. The forester.
Uh-huh.
I don't know whether he knew what he was talking about. He didn't get no more than $700 or $800.
700 or 800.
Yeah. Said too much scrub pine.
In 10 years, all that scrub pine will be gone. There'll only be the big stuff left.
Well, that's what they say. You should go in and take a chainsaw and girdle the bark around the bottom part of the trees you want to die out, and they'll die out like in this thick stand here.
Right.
And the big ones will grow. Here's one down there. This was a hayfield. That way it started getting swampy and it was in towards the brook. Looks like they cut there though. All I need is here. That's a piece of our garden. Mulch.
Yep.
Especially blueberry plants, they like this sort of acid-like material. And there's see a marker on the left there, a small tree,
I think so.
right behind this tree, right up there.
Yep.
Come on down from, supposed to be only 35 feet from the wall, but some places it's more than that.
That's the marker between your section and Uncle John's.
Well, now it belongs to Artie.
Artie?
This part belongs to Artie, his son, and Jamie has the other section. But this is between Artie.
It's supposed to be 135 feet from the stone wall,
Yeah.
all the way down from this road, all the way down to the brook, or as far as it goes.
The road down. There's a marker up there. There should be some markers down here too, somewhere.
135
The
feet?
tree is marked right here.
That might be 135.
Well, it may be a little bit over. They said they had to,
Estimate one way or another.
yeah, because of the weight. And survey, it seems like the survey can't take it exact, so they went this way rather than that way. In certain parts.
Mm-hmm.
Well, they've got a line. Trees are marked. There should be a marker down here somewhere. Where? Let's see. Where is that? This line should be somewhere in here. We got a pipe in here or not?
As you can see, there's the stone wall we're talking about. Nope. Okay. Well, here. Let's take a short break. There's a pipe marker down there. If I can find you again.